How long did them boot me out? Shoot. How you guys doing? How's it going? How's your afternoon guys going so far? I'm wearing another shirt wise. Good project, vinyl. I can't wait to get like enough money to get a sublimation printer because I can just type it up. You know, vinyl's cool, more tedious wise, more you say authentic wise. But sublimation print should be a lot easier. Just whatever I type up, whatever image it is, print it out, press it, rolling. So that's the idea. And the cool thing is, like, my situation was, again, accent, speak fast. I apologize. I fluctuate my speed wise, so I'll be up and down. I'll be down. What up, Daniel? How's it going, brother? How's it going? What's the live? How's your day going, man? How's life? How's everything? But so I use my shirts. One person you need, chase, compete, submit, and the validation from is who? The person in the mirror. All you ever knew was you. So the back says, heal people, heal people. I'm thinking about it. It says hurt people, heal people, heal people. And it says hashtag 3 cent red pill and 1,000. 1,000. Hell yeah. How about that, brother? I just joined like this. I changed my name because I'm like, once again, on social media, I just go live. Like, I don't speak Bigo or these other apps. So I joined the family, and that's why I changed my name from Rito Boatlager to Rito and put the little banners. I love you keeping up with. Oh yeah, no, man, no, hey, I love going live. That as like it's my live, but it's our live. If you ever have questions, jump on the mix. You can jump on the live, ask questions. I'm as an individual, I'm blessed in life. You know, last year in my life, blessed. I don't have none of my tattoos, no overthinking, no anxiety, no depression. I don't worry about like toxic relationships, because I come first and foremost, and I observe everybody. You know, like yo. In time, we're gonna still be observant of everyone, your surroundings all the time. All the answers in your face, you just don't know that yet. You're just like, okay, well, they're nice. Well, are they acting nice or are they being nice? Are they offering me love or toxic love, you know? Are they gonna be here for a minute, a month, 2 months? And especially relationships, because relationships can make you break and destroy you. They intend not to get destroyed, but if you break it down and keep it 1,000, you actually destroy yourself not knowing, but not observing. Like, you saw the red flags, but I let them slide. Like, yeah, to stop collecting red flags, be observant of red flags. And then start collecting green flags. You know, verbalize boundaries and all that great jazz. So, like, I got a gift for you tomorrow. Oh, thanks, man. Heck yeah. Thanks for the gift. You don't have to, thank you, man. I respect you, man. I'm learning about the whole gifting thing still also. It sounds kind of crazy. Like, when I go live, like right now, during the day, I'm live on Twitch and then you guys, Bigo Squad, right? I didn't bring myself to go live with Likey because as an individual, Bigo, Likey, y'all show a lot of respect, man. Like, y'all actually interact, you know, especially here on Bigo Squad, you know. My TT other apps, I'll go live just to go live. Maybe someone interact wise. But I hear the crazy thing, like I go live on 2 dating apps wise. Because individual, dating apps are garbage, dead ass. Like I'm not paying for conversations. On top of that, you know, they say they want like a relationship, but they can't even have a conversation. Like, bruh, nah, I'm cool. But I will use it 2 of those because I could go live for free. Like, hell yeah. So, and I love the trolls, the boys on there be talking this shit. Oh, you're crazy. You know, one guy was like, you should off your dome. I was like, why don't you off your dome? Why don't you jump off a bridge? I use the same words you use, called reverse psychology-wise, and I ruin your day. I did my job, and I don't know who you are. You know, like, if you're having a bad day, I go, before you get off your report me, whatever, let me teach you some words. It's called deflection and projection. You have personal issues going on. You're cyberbullying and shit, and the best part, I'm asking you, jump on the live, don't be shy. And you don't, because why? I just called you on your shit. I go, it's just words of conversation. Why are you scared of words, man? 95% of users are broken codependent. They're scared of words, conversation, and fucking what? Open mind conversation, feelings. It's like, bro, if you're, you know, like on these, especially these platforms, yo, if you can't handle words, don't say nothing at all. Like, matter of fact, you know, like, it's pros and cons, right? So on TT wise, this, you know, what I say as an individual, like, you know, God, you know, no therapist, counselor, psychologist, and the cherry top God. God can't fix or save. This is our journey. He gave us free will, right? So with that said, I'm a bad person. We can change your ways, hermano. You know, you might have done bad things, but you can always, every day above ground, you can change your life to be a little better. So I tell everybody, ask yourself, yo, am I more bad than good? Am I more good than bad? If you're more bad than good, why are you bad? You're choosing it, you know what I mean? Then you have environment, you have culture, religion. It's a lot of shit going on, but at the end of the day, every day above ground is your life, you know? If you might have done wrong, you can change your life whenever you want to. I promise you that. It takes time, communication, right? And then choice, comprehension. And if in there was, you know, you got to worry about the people around you, surroundings, like you have bad influences, why, etc. And that's what people get offended when I say that. I'm like, what? Like I was talking to on one of my lives yesterday, last night was, you know, I think about it was a one-on-one, right? And she, you know, Ebony Queen, beautiful, etc., all good stuff, right? And I was telling her, like, but she's, the way he carries her, they're like, I from the streets wise. And I told you that, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm not trying to offend you, but I'm just letting you know, like, I'll elaborate. And, let me see what I gotta say. And then from there, wise, you can do whatever, cuss me out, whatever, that's your choice, right? So, yeah, go for it. So I bet, I was like, see, like, no passing boundaries. I know, you're a beautiful individual. I say inside and outside, but, there is a lot of good in you. But the way you carry yourself, etc. I'm going to tell you my first baby moms. They're like, I had this from the streets wise, street mentality wise, 12 years of that. So I learned from the situation, like, I would be your friend associate scenario. You want to get to know me, be with me, etc. I'll tell you, I'll just off the bat tell you no. And she's like, why? I was like, because look at the way you carry yourself. Like, yeah, no passing boundaries in a respectful manner, beautiful, nice body, etc. But that's gonna get you nowhere in life for the most part. It's toxic love and lust. And then, if you got altercations, someone calls me a name, I don't give a shit, just a name, but you take it to heart because you want to defend me. Like, no, it doesn't have to get to that point at all. And if someone checks you from the past to block it, it's gonna be altercations. I'm not trying to get altercations. And then if you're trying to have a family, it ain't gonna work out. I promise you that. So with that said, like I told you, an analogy, you can leave the hood, but the hood leave you wise. You can move to the suburbs or wherever you want to, same outcome. And that's the shit. I'll be your friend associate until you work on yourself and get your life back as an individual, then you could do a lot better for yourself. You won't worry about what your family friends said. Or what I mean? You're fucking too white for brown. I don't give a fuck. It's a fucking bullshit ass term, So with that said, I'm just showing no respect and that's it. What up, French? How you doing, brother? How's it going?
Cool, brother. I just want to say everything you say is always true, and I really love and respect you so much, and I really look up to you.
Oh, thank you, brother. Hey, I'm just here telling a story and just vibing with the universe, because, like,
Well, I just want to tell you I really respect you, brother, and I really, really highly respect you.
Likewise. Let's let respect, man. Like, if you ever have questions, if you ever talk vibe about subjects, I tell people the cell phone used correctly. What are we doing? Talking and vibing, right? Networking. Incorrectly, entanglement, etc. So just maybe locally you have no one to talk to, but go on live or go on someone's live, comment shit. They respond. Oh hell yeah, conversation, And from there, why I tell people that's the cool thing about technology, man. Like my people's locally where I'm from, I'm considered crazy. Like my family culture wise, I'm dead. I call it crazy because I'm not on the culture, the way you raise, especially relationship and co-parenting. They come with Sim, Manilo, and I'll be like, you can say the words to me, it don't bother me at all, but like my people, my family, I have it actually here. My forum says hashtag social media familia. You guys are my family. You guys are my peoples. Right here, they call me crazy, but like, is it brown people? You guys are scared of conversations. It's like you stay in your toxic relationships. You're a good person, go to church, you love God, but you're destroying your partner and your kids. Everyone sees the shit on social media, and you call yourself a good person. Your God and my God apparently are different. You want war, I don't want war. So I just go on live and just do my thing. And I recommend, I tell people when you start telling your story, whatever your story is, like do your pause, and YouTube's free. And like at nighttime, I have 7 cell phones, right? I go on 7 platforms at one time. Someone might make a comment, interact, Everyone's like, you're deep in it? Like, yeah, I'm just telling a story. Like as an individual, I'm blessed. Matter of fact, I'm working on a shirt, whatever. It says, it's not a receipt, but anyways, it says, I forget what it says basically, but basically the breakdown, it says, the healing journey is very painful. Why? Because you're detoxing from codependency wise. The awakening journey, you start focusing on the person in the mirror. The awakened part, you start closing doors of pain in your mansion wise. The woke journey, you close all the doors of pain. Now you're woke, you finally get your light back. So that's why I have my tattoos. It's like a map to life. It's to try to simplify it for you because your head's your best friend and your worst enemy, All this shit, man-made stuff, it just, it slows you down from progressing in life, Oh, he jumped off, it's okay. He's probably busy at work customer-wise. Hi, Smell Funky. Awesome, like your name, right? Child molester? So with that said, that's cool. I tell you, everyone can jump in the live, but yeah, every day above ground, I tell the same story. Jump on, say what's up. Read people's comments on my phone, DMs wise. And like one of my followers, she was telling me that, she was doing some reviews that these apps can be toxic, trigger your mental health. I'm like, yeah, most definitely can, but I gotta remember this, if you allow it to. This phone is your phone. It's not your part. It's not Beagle's, any app's phone. It's your phone. If social media is too much for you, you're getting bullied, then don't jump on any platform, You can shut it off, it's over. That's why I tell people in like LDR relations, my one-on-ones. I'm like, yo, like your partner lives in scenario, I'm in Washington State. Say my girlfriend lived in Florida, she give me shit. I don't gotta respond. Relationship talk shit. I don't ever gotta do nothing with her. Block, etc. But do what I gotta do. And that's the worst part. Like if you're struggling with LDRs, long distance relationship wise, and you get feeling with people far away from you, y'all gonna be struggling for a long time. Cause how you gonna do it with people locally wise? You're gonna be stalking them, run to the crib, etc. Like if they don't want to talk to you, that's definitely a choice. But that's why as an individual, like put your heart and soul into it, but not to the fullest. Like be observant, and as soon as there's red flags, verbalize it. It's called boundaries. Like yo, like you're always flirting shit on the cell phone, etc. You're passing boundaries with at least females and males, whatever the situation is. If you keep doing that, I'm just letting you know my squad situation. Do your little threats? Yeah, because remember, rejection is protection. It's your life, not their life. Shit, I tell everybody, it sounds kind of messed up, but it's the honest truth. I always say with my life, the potential to be was, I'm going to remind you about the time, you see that door right there? Every day, let's say we're living together, every day you come in and out. You can always, not ever come back. I could do the same thing. For some reason, type of way I'm feeling, I want to do it to you, but I'll verbalize, but let's say, I'm having a bad day, you're having a bad day, you can go to work and not ever come back. That is definitely your choice. As an individual, I'm just letting you know, I won't die. I don't need you, I want you. A lot of people, yo, like my one-on-ones, like, man, by you saying that shit sounds hella scary. It's a risk, Daniel, I've exceeded 20% of my water intake for the day. Oh, okay. You're on what you call it, monitoring your intake-wise? On a diet, set am I asking? But what you call it, yeah, that's the issue. I tell them, like, hey, it's relationships are a risk, man. But if you're both doing communicative comprehension, you both verbalize boundaries, then you have a high potential that it might do good. Stomach ache, I might like, oh shoot, yeah, no, try to rest up, brother. That stomach aches aren't fun at all. Hell no. Maybe the too much, consume too much water potential wise. I don't know, but pray that your stomach gets better, man. Analogy, you gotta take care of your body so your body takes care of you. Because that's why stress is a killer. Oh, yes, it is. Why do you think you get so sick? Because you have anxiety, depression, paranoia, all this going on. I've had a gallon. Overall for the day wise or like back to back to back. Because that's, if you do it too much, it's not good for you. Portions, I'm sure, most definitely wise. Me, honestly, I drink a lot of water for the most part. I try to avoid sodas and any juice that has that hella sugar. Altogether, oh, okay. And me, wise, my situation, like when I was younger, obviously, this is my parents' wise and my friends and shit. Like, I'm a sugar baby, man. I was always eating sugar. Now my teeth are paying the price. So with that said, y'all, brush your teeth. Thank you, man, for the gift. What you gonna call it? Brush your teeth wise. Floss them. Mouthwash, all that good shit because, yo, my teeth are falling apart slowly. I'm gonna go to Mexico or to get my teeth fixed, man, because I'm tired of them falling apart slowly. I did it to myself. I can't blame nobody in the universe but myself. So that's my kids, and I'm on them like, yo, every time y'all can eat candy, man, brush your teeth. If not, 20 years, 30 years from now, you'll be the same thing as I. And that's just, it does not feel good at all. You got a great conversation. Thanks, brother. I fluctuate. I just thought, 3D red pill talk is just raw real life. Like, that's why, like, my platforms, all you'll see like my personal stuff wise, and you'll see like people's, other platforms, TTs, IG, etc. I'll take theirs, borrow it, remove the watermark, but that's why I'll say like TT, IG, whatever. I promote their stuff, but it's because their stuff is positive, If it's like funny, yo, it's laughing therapy. You have a bad day, yo, you can have depression, you're gonna go through a breakup and shit, throw some comedy on. You fucking be laughing and crying. You're smart, thank you, brother. I'm better now, I worked on myself, I'm blessed. Sometimes I'm smiling. We fluctuate, but like dead ass, laughing therapy is the best. When I was going through my breakup, which I'm gonna call 3 years ago, I'd be like, I have bad days, right? I broke up with my Kindle last night. Oh, snap. No bueno. It retired. It did its time or what? As far as Kindle, when you say Kindle, you mean like the Kindle, like the tablet was? I'm asking. But I would be crying, right? And from there, wise, I just grab my cell phone, go to my favorites. Shorty send me a something. But, I'll be crying, just probably my favorites on my Facebook, YouTube. Watch my comedians that I love and shit, be fucking bawling like a bitch and they be laughing at the same time. It's pretty mind blowing, But I tell my one-on-ones, like, yo, really? Like, that when you're going through it, some Saturday night, comedy therapy, man. Try to avoid anything that's depressional and they'll get you in your feelings because it is you're going to. How to delete it? Yeah, most definitely. Because that's why, once again, when I talk out here, I'm going to sound so easy, like, oh, life's pathetically easy. It is easy when you're working yourself. You have a good support team? Fuck yeah, it is. When you don't, I don't give a shit how beautiful you are. BBLs, OnlyFans, 1,000 fucking supercars. You can call yourself a fucking alpha. Fucking whatchamacallit, Elon Musk money. That's cool, but I have to give him shit. But, people that have like more money than I do on social media, be like, check this out. You're famous on social media, but how the hell you posting about like, oh, my depression, my mental health, my anxiety, going through a breakup? Like, but you have all the money in the fucking world. You're beautiful as Phil. And you go through your feelings? Are you not how to control those shits yet? Damn. I tell me whatchamacallit, here's the best part. I do free therapy. I don't charge nothing. You want to donate to the cause, you can. That's your choice. But with that said, like, work on yourself. Don't get involved in relationships right away. That's the thing, the downfall. If she got a supercar, she a keeper. That's cool. As long as you show the respect. Remember, like, man-made bullshit. Like, you have, that's if. How about this? If man-made things make you happy, right? And y'all man-made things, it's banished to life, banished to happiness, And that's why it makes you happy for a minute, but then at nighttime, you bought the Gucci Prada, I got the Bentley and shit, but then you have depression at night, you have insomnia at night. Like, nah, it's not healthy. It's your choice, your life, your money. I'm just saying in general, like, you should work on yourself more, That's me, like me out here in Little Mexico, in Seattle. No one's gonna say this, like, I want her to be a Spanish girl, a Hispanic, Latina, Spaniard, a Spanish woman, Hispanic, Latina, Spaniard, if she's working on herself. Look at the way you speak, look at the way you carry herself. Do you hear me? Like, all if you ever jump my lives, my platforms in general, like, do you ever hear me talking about Cinco de Mayo? Jalapenos, party kicking, all the toxic going on. I don't speak the tongue. I know of it, don't care of it, because that does not make me a better person. I don't involve in life, etc. So these females be like, like, I'm beautiful, yes, queen, cosmetic, you're beautiful, but as a partner to be by my side, I'm way too much for you. I'm not in Spanish culture first and foremost. And then, if you'll be called an altercation, you're a toxic or whatever, like, I'll be your friend associate, I won't be your partner, I promise you that. That's what I'm saying. Wake up the next day, 1,000, I dated the whole rainbow. Yeah, taste the rainbow, yeah, I did the same thing also. Like, that's why, in the Spanish culture, Grupo talk, right? Because it sucks to say, but I didn't make the rules up. I just grew up in this shit, observe it. But like in the Spanish culture, if I was to bring like a scenario, ebony queen wise, right, black girl, etc., to the crib, I will get all the grief in the world. All the grief in the world. But oh shit, because it sucks to say, but I make the rules up. But being a black person in America is fucking wrong. It's like the lowest of the bottom of the pole, fucking totem pole, quote unquote, in the race chain. Like, the fuck. Like when I did my benefits, right? They're already my girlfriend. They're my benefits. Then they want to see where I'm from. I was like, you want to see where I'm from? I go, this is Little Mexico, old school white people, man. Like, I'm just letting you off the back. It's racial as fuck, man. Brown and white are beefing as it is. A little bit, 10% POCs. So, I'm just forewarning you. Then, you're going to get all eyes on you. Now, I just want to see where you're from. Like, say let's go, And yeah, my benefits, they're solid, blessed on points, otherwise, and all eyes on them. And they dress the way they dress, show everything off. And they're like, why is it like that? Why? Because there's no black folk out here, man. That's how it is. It's old school mentality over here, wise. But music to my ears. 1,000. Standpoint, beautiful. Yeah, no. Cosmetics, man. Like, you be beautiful from the outside, but how are you on the inside? Spirit, and on top of that, for me, I'm deeper. Like, it's spiritual, emotional, mentally. Like, how you up here? Am I have to pick you up every day? Every day you have depression. Like, but we just met and you have depression every day? How's that gonna work out? I can pick you up 1,000 times as a friend associate, not as a partner, And on top of that, I'm not trying to hurt you. So, get money. 1,000. Smoking, 1,000. So that's the thing. Like, to everybody, like I was watching right now on TT-Wise, right? There's this guy, he's pretty famous. I would love to do that in Seattle. Right here in Little Mexico? Nah. Old school white folk, no, because I would love to put like a little tent, right? Because I think his name's like Raza North. Don't call me now, but I'm pretty confident. Raza North, young cat, maybe like mid-20s, right? He has a little tent. I can tell you, like, he didn't have a tent, because whatever. He's had some good ass weather and shit all the time. But anyways, he has a little science is free therapy. He has some little chairs and shit, and it's being recorded. And they sit down there and they sit down there and then have a conversation and all. And there was one I just watched before I got on here. I popped up on my side, my FYP, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna definitely stitch this shit, because she's asking for for advice, like, what's going on with you? Well, me wise, I'm in a healthy relationship right now as we speak, but I'm still stuck on my ex. I haven't got over my ex wise, and then And then the guy her new boyfriend rolls up, right? And then he's like, Roz is like, oh, this is your boyfriend? Like, yeah, your boyfriend? Can you say to to the people out there, I'm the, oh yeah, I'm her boyfriend. Cool, cool. And then he's like, yo, your girlfriend just told us right now that she's got a breakup, etc., and that she's not over ex. How do you feel about that? He's like, to me, it's whatever. And then he asked, the boyfriend asked the camera, like, yo, what do y'all think? Should I stay or should I go? And she's saying stay, and I'm like, bro. I remember comment on there, I was like, check out. And because the day they broke up, right, her ex-boyfriend, the next day, them two, the new boyfriend got together. And I was like, yo, she's body hopping. That's way too fast. Y'all doing body hopping? You don't take no time to heal, man. And the downspout situation, I put my comment. The new boyfriend is the rebound, dead ass, and potentially a self-sabotage relationship. And some person comment like, what do you mean self-sabotage it? Be happy 1,000, man, for sure. Cuban. But with that said, what you gonna call it? She's like, what do you mean self-sabotage? I go, she just booked, she went body hopping, no time to heal. And from there wise, scenario, this is how I mean self-sabotage. Let's say the new boyfriend said something, right? And then she drops a corny ass comment. Not the intentional, but she will do it potentially. You're just like my ex. Self-sabotage. It's like, what do you mean? Because you just, she compared her ex-boyfriend to the new partner, and the new partner's like, yo, I'm not your ex. That's the past, I'm the present. And from there wise, now it's like, it could be competition. Yeah, I've been there, done that shit. You gotta be careful with your words, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, I told him, that's your choice, your life. But you're body hopping like that, no time to heal. Especially if you're doing it, or you see, observing your family, friends, whomever, in social media, there was, relationship after relationship. That person is broken, codependent. They are scared to be alone, dead ass. Like, I know it's scary, but guess what? Nothing's wrong being alone. It's the loans that beat your ass. Why? Because you have a body by your side. That's why. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? How's it going? So that said, that's why I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna definitely stitch it. But remember, me individual, when I do stitches, I don't do like 3 minutes. Like, yo, let's get deep in this shit. Let's get real. My stitches are like 8 minutes, 20, 30 minutes. So it's like, it's a lot of editing because I gotta make the whole thing. Then I gotta do the whole subtitles because my flaw, once again, speak fast, accent, slur, mumble. I'm very exhausted. I do so many one-on-ones in this phone. It's retarded. Every day above ground. New DMs, new followers. 90% of my followers on all my platforms are females. They're girls, women, and single mothers. And guess what? I spend all my time on my cell phone. Cause why? One-on-one, etc. Free therapy. You really you don't charge? Nah, man. If you want to donate to the cause, cool. But I'm just here for you. And they're like, damn. And there's a lot. It's funny because I go to therapy, brand therapy, etc. And they ain't saying nothing what you're saying because they're going either that therapist, counselor hasn't personally experience what you're talking about, or they're reading the fucking book, the DSM-5 book, man-made bullshit book. That book there cannot fix nor save you wise. No drugs, pills, alcohol, the cherry top, not even God. What? Your journey, not his journey. He will guide you, hold your hand, guide you every which way. But it's your journey. He gave us free will. He didn't tell you, hey, Rito, stay in a toxic relationship. I chose to do that shit. Praying, pan, hoping, right? My choice. So with that said, that's why, on TT wise, this girl made a comment about that. I did a stitch, right? Only 3 minutes. And then from there wise, she actually responded. She's like, my followers, they love what I say for the most part. And then she was asking me, hey, can you please do me a favor? Like, and I don't want to start holding your account, but can you remove that video? Or if you want to, you can censor like my name and then my picture, please. But I was like, cool. So I thought, hey, I'm trying to offend you. I don't know if you know about, like, on TT wise and Clapper wise, you can take anyone's comment, which is beautiful. I know that's the only 2 apps in the whole universe that I can take anyone's comment. I don't gotta follow you. You can block me all you want. I see your comment, I can click on your comment, boom, video response. So I tell people, yo, if you're a troll, you're a person that likes to talk shit, and you can't have words, don't be on TT nor Clapper at all. Because guess what? You talk your ass on my side, I'm not the one. I don't get my feelings about petty words. You do. I have fun. I time at the end, especially with the boys, not men, boys. They're talking this shit. You're crazy. All this shit. You do drugs. I'm like, I look like 10 kilos, but obviously I'm not. Once again, judge me. Brown person with tattoos, gangbanger, my filter, drug dealer. Hoodlum. Now read me. What do I talk about? Well, you can't really see my tattoos, but check my platform. Do I look like a statistic? So with that said, I tell him. I told her, she DM'd me. I go, no, Queen, I got you. It was not to offend you, nor hurt anyone's feelings. If I do hurt someone's feelings, if you reach out, I would definitely talk about why I'm saying what I'm saying. not forced upon, etc. So what I do, I remove the TT wise, I censored, etc. wise. It's more work for I, but once again, it was a good, awesome, it was a good video response wise. So I put it on there again. She's like, thank you. I go, hey, no, I got you. Like, I'm happy that reached out. I go, it takes a lot of extreme courage to talk to a nobody. Even if you're struggling to reach out to somebody, I'm behind this cell phone. Imagine real life. I get it, you're introverted wise, but if someone's passing boundaries, someone makes you feel uncomfortable wise, then open your mouth. Verbalize your boundaries. If not, they're gonna keep hurting your feelings. They're gonna keep passing boundaries. Then what? That's like in the Spanish culture, right? Like all these queens that I talk to, Hispanic Latinas and shit, Spaniards, talking about the bosses pass boundaries, all this, and I'm like, bro, like open your mouth. Oh well, that's what guys do. I'm like, you're brainwashed with the boys do that shit, machismo and bullshit. Don't do that to yourself. But it's your choice, because obviously love flirtations can involve a lot more, and then from there wise, they're the manager, and that's narcissist traits. They're using their pride and ego and their power to offer shit just to pass boundaries, and they're way older than you guys, and you're younger than them, and you're gullible, naive. So obviously they can play you like a fiddle, but that is your choice. For warning you, and that's it. Like, how do y'all know? I'm not gonna shit in the Spanish culture first and foremost, and it's so you gotta be observant, man. It's like, nah, don't do it to yourself. Especially that's why me as an individual, I'm here for the girls, women, and single mothers. Boys that want to talk with themselves, fuck them in the feelings. Don't give a shit about the feelings. Narcissist traits, yeah. I shed out my empathy and sympathy towards them. Men that actually want to work on themselves do better. We talking about it. You can reach out whenever you want to. And here's the best part. It's just words, conversation, and feelings. If you can't handle that, behind a fucking screen, you're struggling life in real life, man. But that is definitely your choice. And that's the shit. That's where I'm from, Little Mexico, I'm considered crazy. Like, it's like matrix shocks, right? So all I see is square and circles, empath and narcissist, right? Everyone wants that shit, but it's so obvious. Oh, she's a square. Him, baby boy right there, fuck boy, definitely a circle. Narcissistic as fuck. Act nice, not be nice. Offer toxic love, lust, not love. Consistent with what? Toxic love. Inconsistent with what? Love. So fucking obvious, So with that said, and that's what I see, that's why my side of town, female shit, my one-on-ones, they be like, you don't have a girlfriend here locally? It's like, I go, show me a good girlfriend around here. Show me a girlfriend that can have this conversation. Don't matter if she's brown or white, because where I'm from, Houston, Washington, is 90% Caucasian white folk, and then Hispanic Latinos, 10% POCs, right? So I go, point them out. In the brown culture, my culture, fuck no. They ain't shit for me. These girls fucking give BBLs and all, modify the body, fucking. I'm like, bro, you can do all that shit, but you're still de la calle, you're still ghetto as hell, you're still, not hard working yourself. I'm way too much for you. And especially if I knock shit in the culture, you're gonna get your feelings. You're racist. How am I racist? I'm saying our culture is shit. Garbage. Relations are hella shit. Why the fuck are there so many baby mom, baby fathers? Especially your 25 and under, this cell phone? Fucking kryptonite. Too many options. If you can't control your lust, because you're too greedy, then why? The eyes are wondering. You should not be in relationships. You should be in benefits, fuck buddies, open, polyamorous relationships. But people can't do that because why? Especially men, aka boys, because they're pride and ego. I'd rather lie to her, sell a fucking dream, that I feel powerful. Even though I know I'm about to destroy her. And that's the shit I tell ladies, if you're nice, religious, nothing's wrong with that. But all the answers in your face, man. What's my body language, tone of voice, facial expressions, energy, and where are my eyes at? If I want to get to know a female, right, so quote unquote on the cell phone, we're talking, etc., all the good shit, want to meet up, want to date, and I mean you day one, I've been telling you, yes, queen, I want to meet you, with the woo, all that, get to know you better, cool, let's go on a date. But then on a date wise, you should be on point, dressed up, all the good stuff, because obviously, you're going to say this. First date, a lot of people dress to impress. As an individual, I don't dress to impress with nobody. The way you see me, I'm rolling, I don't give a shit. I'm here for the food. To me, individual, the date is the food, first and foremost. It could be from the person, and then the potential, a conversation. Even if their conversation shit, I might be like, oh, well, this is kind of awkward. No, I'm going to enjoy my food. She don't got to talk. I'll talk until she's just leaving. But hey, if this is too much for you, you're going to come through the conversation, you can leave. The door is right there. You're not going to hurt my feelings. Rejection is protection. You know that, right? And that's the shit. And then with that says, it's a scenario. Let's say, I'm all into her, love bombing, hunting for all that corny bullshit talk, right? And then I'm there checking her out, right? Quote unquote, because I'm supposed to be attracted to the potential to be, but I'm checking out the waitress. I'm checking out every fucking female that walks. Ladies, that's called a fucking major red flag. That lets you know my narcissist traits turn on. Pride and ego, what? Lust. I'm being greedy. So that means if I'm doing it in front of your face, imagine if I was your partner, bruh. I'll guarantee you I'm gonna be messing around. And I'm gonna test boundaries. Check out females in front of you, you don't say shit? Oh, hell yeah. Guess what? All game. I cheat on you once, Forgive me all that shit. Sorry, babe, fucked up. I'm going to church, retreat, counseling, therapy. Cheating twice, 3 times. Oh, I own you. Fuck you. Welcome to a trauma bond. All you boys and girls, men and women in fucking toxic relationship, when you break up 1,000 times, that's called a trauma bond. Analogy. People bitch about fucking, people talk bitch about slavery, right? Slavery is happening today. How so? In relationships. If I'm this machista alpha narcissist that I am, right? I run the show, I'm cheating, and she doesn't leave. Guess what? I'm the slave master. She ain't going nowhere. She's a slave. She's got to leave me physically, right? Which is going to fucking be emotional for her wise. And then from there wise, I can still traumatize her. Stalk her all that good shit if I want to, right? Use my narcissist traits. And then she has to forgive, not forget, let me go. And that's the second part of freedom. What? Spiritual, emotion, mentally. Scenario. If it was my ex, I have to close the recent pain, the door of pain. My recent ex. Scenario wise, right? If I don't, I could be in a healthy relationship, brag about my partner, and she sees me, you're still a bitch. And then I get my feelings. I get triggered, I get mad, sad, or I stay quiet. And my partner is like, why you stay quiet? That's your ex-girlfriend. 5 years, she still talks shit to you. And scenarios with other my baby moms. And you still get your feelings. And what am I going to do? I'm going to self-sabotage my relationship. And that's what I tell everybody. Oh, I want a relationship. Dude, I know you want to, but are you ready for it? If you're not ready for it, then why are you getting involved? Because, I'm getting lonely. Well, guess what? That's part of the detox mode from codependency-wise. That's the only reason why when you go through breakups, right, and people are scared to work on themselves, the healing journey, which is very painful. Why? The only reason why the healing journey in the very, very beginning is very painful, because your partner's not by your side. You are detoxing from what? Codependency-wise. It's an addiction. In your head, I need them. Like I was. How do you need someone that doesn't want to be by your side? Especially on top of that relationship was toxic as fuck. Because they're not by your side. Yeah, well, welcome. You're the crack. Analogy, I'm the crackhead. My ex is the crack. She's my fix. She could be here by my side and I can't touch her, do nothing, can't even talk to her, but I'll accept that. Because guess what? At least she's here. Yeah, welcome to addiction. That's called codependency-wise. That's why I say 95. That's a big number, but look around you. 95% of yours is broken codependent. That's why when relations fail, divorce, etc. If breakup happens, you die. It hurts. Not physically, spiritual, emotional, mentally, you die. It hurts every which way, and it sucks, right? Oh, what up, Dred? How you doing, man? How's it going? I know you're here. Apologize. I'm here in my lunch break / lunch-wise for a second. Talk for a minute, and then, yeah. How you doing, brother? How's it going? How's work? How's life? Thanks for allowing to be you guys' squad, family, and all. But yeah, so that's the shit. Whatchamacallit. You got to be careful getting in relationships, man. You got to be very careful, especially why? The worst part about a relationship is what? We have TOC, sex intercourse. You exchange what? Energy. Form a bond, aka soul tie, twin flames. Whatever term you want to use, but keep it simple, you form a bond. That's why your exes, only reason why your exes hurt your feelings is because you had TLC with them. Only fucking reason why. Your boss gives you shit, your sibling gives you shit, I give you shit, fuck you, kick rocks, block me, whatever, go on with your day. I would probably check you a little bit, but you don't sit in my feet. I mean, you won't sit in your feelings because I'm just a person that, whatever. Sibling, friend, coworker. But your partners, your exes, yeah, that's the ones that hurt you up every which way. Look at this broke ass brother. Oh, really? Elaborate the future. Why don't you jump on? Don't be shy. And you call me broke, but with that said, more like you're broke. Let's see the ankle bracelet. Oh, because my tattoos? And you probably go to church and love God. So first and foremost, you have the right to judge me. Brown person with tattoos, what do you think? Gangbanger, my flush or drug dealers. With that said, judge me. And then read me. What do I talk about? Go to my profiles. If you can read, if you can comprehend, which more lucky you can. And with that said, you're doing what? Deflection and projection. You know what that means? Let me elaborate. Personal issues of life, right? So you take it on other people wise and you project your bullshit to people. I can start the whole universe, especially boys, not men. Men, we talking to vibing. Boys, 95% of you, I was starting with petty words, the truth. Because, all these boys that are fucking, a bitch about relationships, you're the fuck ups. Dead the fuck ass. Women, they're crazy. You made them crazy because you're a fucking boy. Why? Narcissistic? Hate, pride, ego, lust, greed, power. Welcome to being a narcissist. And everyone has that shit in them. They intend to control it. Now, can you teach me about that? Not doubt it very much. At least show us role of quarters. Damn, man. And you love God and go to church, right? And if you have kids, why do you have kids? If you're married, why are you married? Why are you in a relationship? That's the shit. Lucid disciples are the best. Because what do? They troll. And here's the best. Jump in the line. Don't be shy. It's just petty ass words, emotions, and what? Oh, mind conversation. That's why everyone in the universe, all you have is narcissists and empaths, good and bad people. But what that says, everyone in the fucking universe has BPD, bipolar, borderline personality disorder, and NPD, narcissistic personality disorder. That's not true. Two simple questions. Why are your feelings? Why are you triggered by petty ass words? If I call you a bitch, you're fat and stupid, your dad don't love you, everyone they're throwing your ass, and you get your feelings, then what? Especially if I don't know you from Adams, that's even worse. How do you let a cyber person that you don't know from Adams get you in your feelings? Make that shit make sense. To the point you get triggered and you pop the fuck off and you causing altercations and you're blocking people. I get rejection protection wise, but with that said, why you gotta block people? Why don't you be like, yo, jump in the live? Say what you gotta say. You're not gonna hurt my feelings with petty ass words. If you get in your feelings about words, why? They're just fucking words. But I get it. It's a scenario. If I call you ugly, fat, stupid, and I don't you from Adams, it triggers you. Why? Because your ex called you ugly, fat, stupid. Your dad called you. It's all your past. Everyone that hurt you with scenario, ugly, fat, stupid, those words, the bullies, your boss, whomever it is, they trigger you, and I add a new trigger, and that's what that said. The intent is if I do that by accident, I'm just bullshitting, right? I call you fat and stupid, bullshitting, right? Playing around, you take it to heart, then that's when you realize your boundary. Yo, I don't like, please don't say that because that actually bothers me. My ex called me that, my father called me that. I'm still trying to work on those words. Cool, my bad, love, respect. I won't say that no more. I avoid it best as, you don't understand the power. The power of what I'm asking? Shine. Oh, sorry. Sorry, I'm trying to go back and forth, guys. Apologize. What is on your head? Oh, my head was? Sorry, I'm trying to the comments. Apologize. Drop your location. I'll pull up on the crib. See, the person says like that. That's Lucifer's disciple. So let me break it down. Analogy wise, nobody in the fucking universe has to get physical. Only caveman do. So modern day caveman, Lucifer's disciples, aka narcissistic. So I teach my kids when they get in a little scuffle and they're fucking hitting each other. It bothers me. I'm like, yo, why you a caveman, wreck-a raft, walking fireball? Well, they call me stupid. Yeah, it's called the word stupid, and I get it hurts, right? So tell your brother, call him stupid. What? My ex is talking like the way I deal with them. I go, no, call them stupid. And when he says, I don't like that. Well, if you don't call me stupid, I won't call you stupid. Squash the situation. So any equivalent with men, they're not fucking men, they're fucking boys. I gotta protect my family from what? We ain't fucking caveman times. But I get it. The blue pillars, Lucifer's disciples, they'll catch the case. I love my family and my wife, but I'm about to go to jail because a guy called my wife a bitch. This is America, ain't fucking Mexico. Call the boys in blue. They fight the judges, courts, and everything. Do it the right way, quote unquote. There it is. Go get a PO. And when you're in jail, what you in for? Oh, well, I whipped some guy's ass because he called my wife a bitch. Well, that's funny because I'm here for killing, destroying, robbing, etc. And you're here for words? Awesome. You can be with your family and friends. You're about to spend some time. Yeah. Those are disciples. That's why I love triggering them because they can handle petty ass words. But with that said, my forehead wise, it's right here is Bible talk, Genesis 2:16-17 wise. So, born and raised as a Catholic, I was trying to figure out Bible talk to go back in there like Bible because it's the oldest book in the universe, right? Quote unquote. So I knew that answer had to be there. So once again, everybody has their own religion. Everybody has their own way of, taught as far as a higher power, whatever. I don't care if your God is it's a rock, Everyone's taught different whomever raised them, the caregivers, right? So with that said, going through my breakup, I'm like, yo, no one's perfect. We have our flaws. But if God, quote unquote, is almighty, like, why am I suffering? If he's almighty, you can, I was cussing him out like, dude, get this. If you want to be a priest, I'll be a priest. Whatever you want to do. You want to be a nun? Fuck it, I'll be a nun. Just get this damn love out of my system. And it's not, remember, love doesn't hurt. Love is healing, beautiful, soothing. Toxic love hurts. That's when you love people that don't know your back. That's what hurts. So, I'm detoxing codependency-wise. So, reading the Bible, reading word for word, kind of like a bitch, because now every word fucking hits because you're going through a breakup, right? And with that said, I was trying to find the answer, like, empath and narcissist. We're not taught about this in a lot of cultures in general-wise, but everyone's got it in the system, right? Either you're more good than bad, you're more empathetic. If you're more bad than good, you're more narcissistic. Pretty easy. But with that said, I was like, if you're the God Almighty and they got the devil, quote unquote, why is it so bad? Why is this fucking war like fucking awful, the spiritual war? And yeah, I read the Bible right there in the beginning. Just the very beginning, I read the whole thing again, but it's all pretty much the same. But anyways, that's when God told Adam, 2:16, Genesis 2:16, he's like, yo, tell Adam, you can eat whatever you want, but see right there? That's the Garden of Eden. You have the tree of life and you have tree of wisdom. From the tree of wisdom, don't eat from there. Wise, if you eat from there, you will certainly die. Not physically. It's an analogy, spiritual, emotional, mental wise, right? So, but they didn't know that. Like, I didn't know that. So Lucifer gaslighted Adam and Eve, shade from the tree of knowledge, and then they ate from there, boom. That's when, God rose up. Adam and Eve, like, oh shit, I'm naked. Before they were naked for whatever. Let's say thousands of years, who knows? And there is no ETA or time frame. But anyways, they were naked prior to that, but now they eat from the Garden of Eden, right? To your knowledge wise. And now, boom, now they're naked. So with that said, that's why he said you would die, but it's not physical. It's spiritual, emotional, mentally wise. That's when we all got, all, not just them, everybody. Because it started with two people, quote unquote. We're here we are today, right? So anyways, that was my answer. Like, oh, there it is. That's why we all have BPD empathy. And when people get their feelings about that, when I just said, like, they're like, that's not true. Okay, Bible talk. I didn't write the Bible. None of us behind the screen with the Bible, right? It's an old school book, first book in the Hebrews, quote unquote, all the good shit, right? It's a guide to life if you break it down to the fullest. Anyways, especially like I love debating with therapists, psychologists, life coaches, narcissist creators, and they're like, that's not true. I go, Bible talk, right? Who's your first narcissistic sociopath psychopath? According to the Bible, I didn't write it. Adam and Eve kids, Cain and Abel. Cain killed his brother Abel over what? Not 2023 bullshit. Gang, mafiosos, Russia, Ukraine, drugs, Gucci, Prada. None of this man-made bullshit. Social media. No. Over jealousy. Over jealousy. How so? Because Lucifer gaslighted Cain. Because Cain brought a scenario, his best goat. He grazed it all good shit. Yo, God, check it out. Because God was talking to Abel. Didn't mean to interrupt him. He's like, yo, God, check it out. This is Cain talking to God wise. Yo, I got the best goat. Took care of it. And God's like, oh, that's a nice goat. You did your job with it. That's awesome. Now, with that said, God went back to Abel. Had a conversation. That's when Lucifer was like, yo, check out Cain. God loves Abel a little more than you. And what are you gonna do about the situation? Cain got in his feelings some type of way and took his brother out physically. Killed his brother. Lied to God. God rose up. Hey, where's your brother Abel? I don't know. He's chilling in the garden, whatever. I don't know. I haven't seen him. That's funny because where you craved your father at in the ground, I smell your brother's blood. You killed your brother. Oh my gosh. There's your first narcissistic sociopath psychopath. Cain killed his brother Abel. Not over our bullshit. Back in the day bullshit. So with that said, that's what I say. Everyone in the universe has narcissist traits. We all got BPD, MPD. The intent is to control your narcissist traits. But with that said, if you want to dig deeper in the situation, women ain't the problem. Yes, you do have narcissistic women. Yeah, but it's so obvious to see wise. That I create categories for the situation. But anyways, women, what do they offer? Love, lust, communication, comprehension, and whoever they're with, 1,000. They don't see nobody else but that, their partner and shit, right? Men, quote unquote, boys, we're more narcissistic. What do we offer? Toxic love, drama, trombones. What? Toxic love. I'm tired. Toxic love, lust, drama, trombones, and trauma. We offer communication, no comprehension. Welcome to opposite track. Yeah, empath narcissist. Here we are today, guys. So there's the answers. Now what are you gonna do with the situation? If you're in a toxic relationship, you can leave, but I get it. If you're trombonded, it's easier said than done. It's way easier said than done because you're scared to leave. And then on top of that, we gas and manipulate ourselves. What happens to him if I leave him? I'm always getting out of trouble and bullshit. Like my first baby mom, de la calle, analogy in Spanish, de la calle, English is a person from the streets and mentality wise, right? So she's from the ghetto hoods. And she left the hood, but analogy, she left the hood, but the hood didn't leave her, right? So for 12 years, I was basically a probation officer. Because Latinas, right, quote unquote, they're spicy, bipolar, flash, like corny bullshit. Every time the application, because, pride and ego, fucking, that's your worst enemy, man. If you can't control that shit, be more pathetic, proud and humble, always have altercation, always to your last dying breath. And then you're gonna fucking have early heart attacks and major stress, and you're gonna age fast you're supposed to because you're always pissed, right? Walking fireball. Anyways, every time the altercation, sorry sir, sorry miss, don't call the cops, Latinos are crazy. I did that for 12 fucking years. The fuck? If I ever did that again, negative. I don't give a shit how beautiful you are. Nope. If you're the la calle mentality, I'll be your friend associate. That's about it. Nothing more. Pick up a thousand times, crack jokes. I got you. Talk about life, but I don't care. I like you. You can like me all you want. We're friend associates. I am way too much for you. I'm now I can become your probation officer wise. And I do communication comprehension now. I worked on myself. Can you do that? You can't do that? Then no, I'll be your friend, Stress definitely age. Oh yeah, chill. 1,000. Stress is, that's what I say. Stress is a killer. Actually, I think I have a tattoo on my arm. I think I do. I don't know. I have so many tattoos. But they say it for a reason. Because think about it. When you stress, your body talks to you. Why do you think you start getting sick? Aging. And what's the worst stress for the most part? Fucking relationships. You have stress at work, traffic and bullshit, school most definitely wise. But the intent, quote unquote, when you go back home, analogy, that should be your heaven on earth. It should be blessed. Not like, fuck, gotta go back home. Like my first baby mom's the fullest. It's not I don't see our daughters. I work multiple jobs because why? To make extra money, yes, but I didn't want to see my ex, dead ass. I walk in there, she gave me the look like, fuck you, you're here we go. I don't say shit, she don't say shit. 12 fucking years, bro. How the fuck? Remember this. I make fun of myself because why? Dumb and stupid and global naive at a young age, right? But at the same time, I can't be hard on myself because why? Mom, dad, you know what an empath narcissist is? Grandma, grandpa, deflection, projection, auntie, uncles, reactive abuse. No, fuck. Trauma bonds? Fuck. Nothing. Nobody can guide me in life. So what I do, like they're doing, winging life. Be in the relationships because the kids, culture, religion. Because my parents did, they did it. Nope, not no more of that bullshit. Hell no, I want everybody to talk relationship. I'll be friends and associates. We can talk and vibe. A conversation tells you everything about an individual. I promise you that. Day one, easily. And then from there, why I study people. Where's my eyes at? Especially the eyes. Facial expression, tone of voice, and my energy. What's my environment about, you know? Everything's in your face, so that's why as an individual, that's why I do my live. To go live, just hold your hand, guide you. Because if you're in a toxic relationship, the door's right there, but I get it. If you can't leave, you're trauma bonded. You know, you already broke up, you give so many chances, you're trauma bonded. He pretty much owns you. Or whoever he or she, they own you, your narcissistic partner does. Now it's going to take strength and courage to take the L, walk away, and save yourself. If you choose to want to, it's your choice. That's your choice, not my choice. I chose that shit 3 years ago. So, with that said, you know, it's love, respect. And I have nothing against nobody-wise at all. I show love, respect to the fullest. I get it. I was you. Model for the whole universe. Your pain is my pain. I died like you died. I make it sound easy, because why? Analogy, 3 years ago I died. Not physically, because I'm here talking to you, spiritual, emotional, mentally-wise. Because I went through a breakup. Yeah, that shit hurt. Trauma bonds suck? Hell yeah, they do. It's an addiction. You're addicted to the person, even though they verbally, physically whoop your ass. Cheating you 1,000 times, you're there praying, planning, hoping, manifesting. Do all the rituals, do what you gotta do, all the spells, do what you gotta do. But remember this, none of that's gonna work because it's not spiritual for them because they're not into that situation. Why? That's 47 the Matrix. And on top of that, they don't care about you. They don't. They have love for you, but it's more toxic love because if they loved you, why are they verbally, physically whooping your ass and cheating on you? But they love you, they love God, and they love the kids and family. Make that shit make sense. Yeah, this took me 3 years. Oh, you know what's up? Yeah, me was no bragging rights, right? But that's what I have here. My second baby mom's. Her name's right here. In 88 days, I let it go 100%. I says 100, 14, 17 later, I got 1,000%. So it sounds like great. How so fast? Because I had a support team right here, 10 light workers. I had 10 people to talk to for 88 days. They were all my therapists, counselors. They tell me all my shit I was going through. I would vent to them. In the beginning of the healing journey, you speak word for word about your ex. Everything's your ex. Anyone you talk to, hey, how you doing? How you holding up? Everything's about the ex, word for fucking word. When you start doing the awakening journey, you start skipping words, sentences, paragraphs about your exes. Now what are you doing? You're focusing more on yourself. That's the flaw. When you start putting all your energy in your ex, not your partner, your ex, and you're supposed to, quote unquote, do this healing journey, you can do whatever you want to do, say what you want to say, but why are you focusing your energy verbally, mentally, spiritually on your ex-wives, and they're not by your side anymore? And that's the shit. I get it, but remember this. If you don't have a support team, it's going to be hella hard. I promise you it is. Support team, it's a lot easier. Because why? They hold their hand, guide you, and they remind you, check out. Like my 10 told me for 88 days, you know, you don't want to hear it, but I'm going to tell you until you get it. Go for it. Every day above ground is your choice, do whatever you want. So what that said was, just a blessing in disguise. And I'll be like, what? I know, you can cuss me out, whatever. And I know it hurts to hear that you're fucking going through a bad breakup and it hurts, right? And you don't deserve it, but at the same time you did it to yourself, not knowing. And I was like, you know, mad. What the fuck does that mean? You don't understand now in time you well. You know, hey baby, how are you doing today? Bless, how you doing? Nick, how's it going? How's life? How's everything? How's Florida? I didn't have any support. I didn't know what it was until after. Oh yeah, no, it's So here's the kicker. That's what I say. 95% of the users are codependent. Mention empath narcissist. What's that? I tell people, talk to your family. Deflection, projection, trauma bonds, soul ties, reactive abuse. If none of your family can't teach you that, well, they'll be like, oh, go see a therapist counselor. Oh, there you go. Then you're what? Like them. The generous cycle. So the intent is you break it. And when you break it, aka start doing the spiritual warning, what happens? You call crazy. My family is well known. I know my father. I love my father, but I know my father, like, he's well known. My family is well known where I'm from, right? My father's, he's well off, you know? Anyways, I know he probably, probably feels embarrassed and shit. He's probably used to me now. Like, he told me, I got my recent tattoos on my forehead, right? Finish this set off. And then they're, kind of throwing some Jesus wise. Because I crucified myself 3 years ago by telling a story, doing my tattoos. And I don't care because I love my tattoos. It's just a story for everybody, just petty ass words. But if you don't know what they are, or you don't know what they are, it might trigger you, but I will elaborate. I might just have tattoos to piss you off. No, let's talk about it, So, and he's like, you done? Like, nah, I'm going to finish this year. Matter of fact, next month I have 4 sessions. So the intent to finish my scenes in this arm, start doing right here, this arm, do my inside, my triceps. The biggest one is probably my back. That's me a lot. That's when I figured out when my mom was very narcissistic. Oh yeah, so the gender cycle wise, but here's the kicker, like some people be like, oh my parents narcissistic. They're both narcissists. I'm like, well, more likely your father is. It could be mother also, but typically the male is. But if your mother's been like, narcissistic wise, maybe because the reason more likely wise because your mother got tired of doing your father's shit for 20, 30 years, and now what she do? She puts her foot down, and then she does reactive abuse. If she can't, battle a person narcissistic too much with words, she takes it out on the kids. That's not her intent, but she's triggered, and that's why it's called reactive abuse. That's when you potentially become verbally or potentially physically abusive with your partners, your kids, someone in an environment, catch an altercation. Or yourself, how yourself, going through a breakup, your partner's gonna leave you. What are you threatening them? If you leave, I'm gonna beat myself up, whatever, I'm gonna jump off a bridge. And you start punching yourself, breaking fingers and shit. Yeah, that's called reactive abuse. You're going desperation mode. You're not just straight kick out, lose suicide, which everybody has. Hate, pride, ego, lust, greed, power. Everyone got that shit. Now learn how to control it. Why I'm saying what I'm saying. My father was never around. She raised me, controlled me. Oh, okay, well, shoot. Okay, so that situation, man, this is the way it works for the most part. When males leave, this sucks, man, but it's the truth. When fathers, quote unquote, leave their partners, the women to become a single mother, now she becomes mom and dad, right? She's going through a lot because like she can find this person to be by her side. Shit got real, have a kid in the situation. Now they get up and leave. Now she's got to become mom and dad and do best as. And the thing is, she's bitter, mad in life. Because she got sold a dream like I got sold a dream. You go religion, culture, you do best as, here you lay down, have kids, white picket fence, fucking so beautiful. Did it work out that way? No. It did not work out that way. And now she becomes narcissistic because she's mad and bitter. And she has no one to talk to about her feelings. Oh yeah. The kids become punching bags. Sorry to say, but for 12 years I got knocked around quite a bit. But I tell you, as individuals, you can't be too... Well, it's your choice. Remember that. It's your choice. You can be bitter at your parents' ways, right? But once again, ask your mother, father, or whoever your caregiver is. You know what an empath narcissist is? Deflection, projection, reactive abuse, trauma bonds, soul ties. If they're like, that's Japanese, what's that? It's over. So your parents or whoever your caregiver is, they've been winging life like you're winging life. But the head of my generation and your guys' generation, 25 and under, the cell phone, all the fucking answers. All the answers to life. The best app to learn all this shit I just told you, all my lives and pod and bullshit, go to TT. Search bar, narcissist, deflection, projection, reactive abuse. I'm going to have all those specific tattoos, those words tatted on me. So people know they know, and who's the first ones that will know for sure? Therapists, counselors, psychologists, and and what else? There's another one, but anyways, they'll know because they went to school for that shit. That's why I see at the farmer's market like on Saturdays when I go. I open debates with therapists, counselors. Some are cool with it. A lot of them in the fitness that will because I say, they see my shirt. It says, right here, free therapy. This is my hoodie, free therapy. Have my motto. I said, hurt people, heal people, and it has hashtag 3D Cent Red Pill 1,000, right? And they're like, well, you can't be, you don't practice. I'm like, I do free therapy. You go to college, you charge your clients. I guarantee if I talk to your clients, we have some more conversation. I promise you 1,000. I will teach them more than you fucking have in their fucking whatever, 1 year, 2 years, whatever sessions you have with them. I promise you 1,000. I tell me, how many females I talk to? They've been in therapy for 2 years, 5 years, and we have 1 hour conversations. Like, dude, all the shit you just told me in 1 hour, and you doing it for free? None of these, nothing. Like, ask this question, I can't answer that because that's your journey. Like, the fuck? You can't give me no guidance, no nothing. And I get it. If you don't know that, I'm sorry that I can't answer, but maybe, can you give me something to work with? If not, talk to your colleagues. It's a simple question. Heal people. I thought I was the only one. No, actually, well, it's the back of this shirt, but yeah, it says heal people. It says hurt people. So that hurt people part is, capital H, capital P, right? Hurt people. And then people, because you're hurt and you hurt other people. So hurt. The second part says hurt people, all capital letters, because your intent is not to hurt people, but you will because you're within yourself, right? And then heal people. I'm healed 1,000. What do? Heal people. We tell a story and that's it. I'm not a victim. I'm not a worst survivor. In the beginning, you have the right to use the term, so you're going through it. I use them in the beginning. Climb the top of a mountain. Now it's with God, Lucifer, the universe. I'm anyone that's 1% woke. I got you guys. Can you stretch, Mel? You're funny, the red pill. Red pill. Let me see his profile. Red pill. How about blue pill? But anyways, what you gonna call it? Yeah, that's the thing. That's why the model for everybody. That's everybody. Hurt people, heal people, heal people, and that's what we do. That's why 90% of my followers are girls, women, and single mothers, especially single mothers. Because behind the screen, if you don't know this, I'm a single father of 8 kids, 2 baby moms. Don't worry, I don't got 8 baby moms. No, anyone that has 4, 5, 6 baby moms, baby fathers, broken codependent, and they don't know how to judge me, nobody, or do better. Well, the empath narcissist know what's that. There you go. That's how you can't do better. You don't know how to do better. So, I'm a single mommy. Oh well. Mad respect you, hermano. How many kids you might? If it's a good ask you, how many kids you got? I'm asking. I became mom and dad 3 years ago, so I give mad respect to all the mothers out there. I tell all the couples out there, especially the men, aka fathers. If you're in a toxic relationship, right? You're bumping heads. I promise you 1,000. 2? Oh yeah, 6 more. You catch up to me, but don't do that. Take your time, please. But with that said, I tell the guys like, I promise you, you be like. Your wife, girlfriend can hate your ass, right? Y'all bumping heads, but I promise you 1,000. If you're helping with the groceries, dinner, whatever situation is, dishes, cleaning, she'll love you a little more. I promise that. Especially tell you, hug her, babe, kiss her. You're doing a good job. Fuck, she'll hate you, but she'll love you a little more. Because guess what? She's getting recognition. That's what she wants. She wants to be, recognized what she's doing. Because the more kids you have, the more stress it is. I comprehend that now because I had it on the hard way. Because I just did what the man does: work, providing bullshit. Come home, tired, said, I don't help her. That's not good. And me, I'm pressing down, doing errands, etc. all that good shit. And my flaw, which a lot of flaws is, we put your, family, friends, my customers before my own personal family, before my girl. That's a no-no. I learned the hard way. It's gone a long way. I thought, oh yeah, for sure. It does go a long way. I learned that now. So that's why I tell people, like, the potential to be, like my last ex-wife, right? There was a day that I was having a bad day and I was triggered and shit. My kid is individual, my 7 kids, or my 8 kids. Same my brother, my stepson 8, but my boys, my 5 boys, they're the only ones in the whole universe that can trigger me. As far as my narcissist traits where I get heated. I'm just, because I don't want them fighting, And I get it, yes, 2 kids growing up, but like I tell them, you don't have to fight. Because as parents, especially me, I can see 2 of my kids, 2 of my boys, out of all my 8 kids, 2 of them, especially one of them, be narcissistic. But I forewarn them, I check out. Once since turned 11, right? I was like, baby boy, 1 more year, go to school and get into altercation. You're going to juvie. You hit 16 around the block. Your time goes so quick. You get altercation, you go with the big boys. If that's what you want to do, I pray for you and that's it, And I tell them in the face when their mom gets mad at me. When your mom called me the day that, guess what, so-and-so like in jail, I'll be like, that angel, no fucking way. They wouldn't hurt a fly. I already know the situation. And I tell them, see, what I tell you, but that is your choice. Becoming stupid, it's a fucking word. Call them, match energy, call them stupid, reverse psychology. And if they don't like it, don't call me stupid, I won't call you stupid. But if not, fucking be cavemen, hit each other, catch cases. And these bodies are fucking weak, man. Pathetic, I don't give a shit, you're fucking a gym rat. Get in a car accident like I did, like getting a break shit, bang my body up, my ankles are swollen shit, fucking walking like I'm a broken old man and shit, it sucks. So now you want to actually get physical with somebody where you can break shit, take somebody out. Over a word, over emotions. Awesome. I tell people, I tell my kiddos, go to your dog kennel. You want to be going behind your bars? Fuck it, go to your dog kennel where you deserve to be. Calm your fuck down and figure shit out. To be like, okay, why'd I get in here? Well, you call me stupid. So, because stupid, you caught a case. Awesome. Do that shit to yourself. Unfortunately, the dad is bad. Oh, yeah. So, typically, for the most part, men are narcissistic wise. No, that's, not, when I say men, but actually boys. And then when it comes to co-parenting, it's not really the women. Yes, you have narcissistic ones, etc. But remember, there's a lot of them that are triggered, etc. And in scenarios, to make it easy for everybody, which I'm going to tell me, so I created a category. So you have dark empath, right? That's a person that's empathetic-wise, but they're concerned on narcissist traits. Like, someone talks shit, I'll talk shit back now. You're building courage, right? Strength. But even then, you still can't challenge a narcissistic person because you don't know how to hold your ground correctly-wise. So with that said, I created a category called, lost empaths, lost empathist. What's that? This is the person you don't have by your side. You don't have kids by them at all. But I'm warning you, that's it. But who is it? The black market, gangbangers, mafiosos, drug dealers, racists, military cats, people from the block. The worst narcissist people in the universe, out of all the whole universe, ghetto hoods, dead ass. Because why? All the military people, the PTSD, that's the ghetto hood. There's PTSD every day. They already have child trauma as it is, toxic relationships everywhere. And as a scenario, if I want to do benefits, right? Where would I go? I wouldn't go to the suburbs. Because right there, I have to actually try to have a conversation. I'll go to ghetto hoods. Those females know what? Toxic love, verbally, physically abused, grow up, etc., called bitches, etc. I could do benefits like crazy. But down by that situation, they won't even be ready for the conversation, nor the relationship, or even benefits. Oh, I love you. Like, nah, don't be saying that. You have love for me, but you didn't love yourself. I already know that. So with that said, for my first baby mom, de la calle, from the streets. I want her to have one by my side. I don't give a shit how beautiful she is. Ghetto hoods, work on yourself. Show that you can actually have conversations. You don't have altercations, you know? So, yes, being dragged through the smear campaign. I love the smear campaign because flying monkeys, all that shit, because all they are messengers, you know? And then quote unquote, they're godly people. They're positive people, good parents, but you're talking shit because, you know, they're friends. And especially on social media, I'll be like, yo, all y'all smear campaigns from flying monkeys, quote unquote. How can you call yourself good people and cause all this drama? Here's the best part. A and B. So if I have tension with somebody in the social media or whoever it is, Will Smith, Jada Smith, in a relationship, partnership, situationship, whatever, it's just only two people. You are C through Z. Why you get involved in the mix? And when I tell you what's up with petty words and your feelings, but well, guess what? If you can't handle petty words, don't get involved in people's situations. That is her and I's situation. I'm going straight to the source. That's why it's only A and B. C through Z gets involved for positive advice, not to cause altercation and fucking stir the pot and do what? Drama and stress and bullshit. A fucking soap opera. Enjoy that bullshit. To go find out who's... Oh, yeah. Seriously. No, I'm telling you, like, that's the shit. If that's why the power of social media-wise... This conversation like this is real 3D cerebral talk, raw real life, because that happens every day. You get back about, I went to college, fucking entrepreneur, all this shit. I'm happy for you, but I'm gonna ask you how you talk to relationships. How do you have anxiety, depression, paranoia, PTSD, suicidal thoughts, low self-esteem, anger issues, but you're rich and famous, Gucci, Prada, OnlyFans, down supercars, and you bitch about, especially on social media. Like, yo, today I woke up, I have anxiety, I have depression, I have mental health. Like, everyone got that shit. So, why don't you work on yourself? Or not, fuck it, numb up, massive smiles. Well, guess what? I went to my mental health, but I went to Dubai. Cool. Bandits to happiness. Enjoy that shit. And when you sleep at night, you can't sleep at night because you still have insomnia. Oh, that shit sucks. You still have anxiety. That shit sucks. Been there, done that. Don't miss that shit. That's how the title on my neck for a reason, you know? To call you out in a positive manner. Stop running from your problems. Why don't you want to work yourself? It's scary, yes it is. Especially by yourself. Oh yeah. First and foremost, you can't fix it, but you can't, capital C, you can't fix yourself by yourself. It's highly impossible. How so? Because of your knowledge of healing and wisdom is maxed out. How to get over a breakup, how you're supposed to surpass and heal yourself if you don't know how to heal. Get to find out who people are at 1,000. And the alienation at 1,000 throughout the children. Oh yeah. That's typically men, boys, use the kids against the mothers, etc. wise, and as the older they get, because they start speaking, etc., only thinking, and then you got school, then you got bullying, you have all these little categories going on, right? And it sucks, but remember, with our kiddos, all you can do as an individual, as a parent, is just do your part, and that's it. You're co-parenting, but the co-parent, your ex is a fucking analogy, loose disciple, they're going to brainwash your kids. Especially when they're buying gifts, all this shit, your mom's this, oh yeah. And then you come home, why are you saying this? It's not because they want to say it, it's because they're being brainwashed. And all you can do as a mother, father situation you're doing with a person narcissistic, adapt best as. Try not to get in your feelings too much. Easier said than done. I know I make it sound easy, but when you don't let them, and especially when they see in your face, exchange the kids, you're still a piece of shit. Why you talking to guys? Why the fuck do you get a scenario? If my ex was like that, my first baby moms, they're like narcissist disciple to the fullest. Lose disciple to the fullest. If she was like, you're talking to females, I could talk to whoever I want. You can fucking ban the whole world if you want. That's your shit, not my shit. Why do you care who I'm talking to or potential to be? Allow me doing co-parenting, you should worry about that. Allow me to have a good partner by my side that's not doing to our kiddos, then you should worry about that. Same thing on your side. That's why, once again, be careful who you have kids with. Every which way. I'm teaching them to listen to their intuition 1,000 and teach themselves confidence 1,000. Yes, Because the real war in the universe, every day above ground, is not man-made bullshit, Russia, Ukraine. It's the person in the mirror. What? The person in the mirror, man. Do you love that person with mind, body, heart, soul, love, 1,000? If you don't, guess what? That's why you don't love yourself, and you have the war, the biggest war in the universe. That's why rejection hurts. When someone calls you ugly, fat, and stupid, and you're not ugly, fat, and stupid, but you believe it because your ex has destroyed you, the word, you become self-conscious of yourself, right? And guess what? Love it or hate it, every day above ground, this sleep, you can modify all the while. BBLs, you know, plastic surgery. Do what you got to do in your eyes physically to make it beautiful, but spiritual, emotional, mentally wise, if your ex sees you modify BBLs and you call you ugly, fat, and stupid, and you get in your feelings, how? You modify the body. Well, that's half the. If you want to do that, that's your choice. I don't recommend it, but spiritual, emotional, mental, your ex still owns that door of pain. They can always trigger you, always to your last day in bed because you allow it. How? Because first hard part, forgive, not forget, been written. The second hardest part, let go. But what is forgive? Communication. They mistreated me, verbally abused me, whatever the situation is, cheating on me. You're talking to yourself, right? Can't forget it. So when you let go, you're comprehending why it failed. How did I allow myself to get in the situation with this person? What was the red flags that I missed? What was my red flags? Because obviously, no one's angel. We do reactive abuse. It's not that you're a bad person. That's why it's called reactive abuse. You know, your narcissist come out because you're reacting to the scenario your partner's really said it was. And that, once again, the only reason why your partner's words hurt you, out of everybody else's words, before or your father's, whomever, whatchamacallit, is because when you have TOC, sex intercourse, exchange energy, form a bond, soul tie. There it is, boys and girls. That's the answer. That's the answer. How come you're like, I can talk shit to you, you can block and push me away, right? Your boss can talk shit to you, your kids can talk shit to you, but you people you lay down with, those words traumatize you, destroy the fuck out of you. You believe you're ugly, fat, stupid. No one's gonna want you. I am the best you can do in your life. You're gonna die alone. You will believe every word that just told you. You know. Are you rolling up? No, vinyl rolling. No, I don't smoke other than I'm high on life. Like I drink very occasionally. The only time I drink is when I do my ink therapy, which I'm doing next month. So I do a Fireball. 4 or 5 little dollar bottles. I'm pretty buzzed like a champ, and I kind of feel it. I just like the pain, but ink therapy, because when it's about the end results, it's just petty words. That's why 95% will be petty words. It'll be my personal sayings, my one-on-one sayings, my tenant light workers, their sayings. So everything that's positive that can help anybody, that's all it is, just positive words. Because words are healing, soothing, very, very powerful, healing, or very destructive. Very, very destructive. Once again, one person, the whole universe, and you cry and dying about one person, and there's a zillion people you can talk to that can do better than you can do way better with them. But that's it, because you're trauma bonded and the person you lay down with, and now you have kids with them. Fuck, I pray for you like me. That's the shit. And as an individual, like when I go my lives, right, and I do my one-on-ones, etc. I'm talking to you guys, right? But if I have the opportunity, like especially one-on-ones, I tell them, I'm talking to you. I'll give you every advice, all the scenarios, options I give you. But I'm talking to myself in reality at the same time. And they're like, what do you mean? Because if it was possible to talk to the younger version of me, was the 18-year-old version of me, was before I was a virgin till I was, the V card till I was almost 21 years old. Traditional ways, wait for the right one. Oh yeah, I waited fucking all my homegirls, my family, like, you waited for the right one, you lost it to her? And I was like, oh no, because I love her. Yeah, I'm fucking dumbass. But it's cool, man. The cool thing is when you work on yourself, healing, awake, eventually woke journey, you can laugh at yourself, like, bro, I won't ever, not never, I'm never gonna, don't use the word never. Never is like you defy logic. Don't defy logic. Use every word but never. I won't ever do it. I'll avoid. I stop. I won't. You'd be good. But don't use never, bro. You'll find faith. Where's that power? 1,000. I would smack the shit out of my younger self. Yo, Klaus, hell yeah, right? Dead ass. But check out analogy, right? I love analogy. So with that said, how snakes, they shed layers of skin, right? As they progress the age, etc. That's what we do. Analogy, not physically, obviously, but analogy. So every new version of you guys that overcomes a situation, breakups, a bad situation, depression, whatever situation is, each version of you that keeps growing can talk to all the older versions of you. The intent is like you're about to get a relationship and you're feeling good, going with your heart feelings, which are very deceiving. And the old version, I don't know, baby boy, Rito. Remember the girls? Yeah, she's beautiful, but she's from the streets. Look at the way she carries herself, man. Nah, don't fall for the looks and the body. No. Look deeper than that. Oh shit, there it is. Oh, the old versions can talk to new versions. because the new version of you, always the newer version of you is gonna be stronger, wiser, have more wisdom, and you cannot go back and forth. Had to go to 100% no contact. It's the only way to protect myself until I'm stronger. Oh yeah, no, hey, that's cool. Rejection, protection, was definitely. And it's good. I make it sound easy. I make it sound, because once again, my ex, here's what I said about comparing to my ex-wives, right? So my ex-wives on the weekends, right? So I work 5 days a week, and then Saturday I go to Seattle. So I see my boys Saturday night till Sunday night. I stay 24 hours with them, right? But I go to their place. I sleep at my ex's and her hubby's place. I do sleepovers. Yeah, I chill over there. And they're the lovey-dovey, all the good shit, bullshitting. Everyone, how do you do that? It's called forgive, not forget, and let go. How so? I told her, Oxymoron, I love you for leaving me, because I do love you for leaving me. If not, I wouldn't be here talking to you guys. I'd still be in my depression, going through breakups, trying to figure this shit out. And I even told her, I'm not gonna spend 5.5 years of my life, like my first baby mom, and losing my brother to get over you. No. There's gotta be a reason this shit happened. We're not the best, I know it hurts, but I will figure this out. Yeah. 88 days, 100%. 14, 17 days, 1,000%. Sounds crazy. It's not a race in a marathon. Like, that's why I check a lot of people. What do you mean? I let my ex go 100% in 88 days. Have a time and for a reason. I was logging everything. I couldn't believe it. And then 14, 17 days later, 1,000%. How so? Because it was, I won't say the test, but the last test happened not knowing, and I passed it. I was like, what? No feelings, no nothing. Like, yo, this feels beautiful. Because why? I have nothing against her. I comprehend why the relationship felt every which way, and it's fucking beautiful. Process release, 1,000. Remember, it's your journey, but forgive, not forget, let go. Because when you start closing doors of pain, my ex, your exes, past pain, toxic love, trauma, child trauma, the last door of pain, which is it's a little map to life-wise, then you can breathe. Every door of pain you close, you do closure for yourself, you can breathe a little bit more. You can actually have less stress in life. I promise you that, 1,000. Because if you don't forgive and forget, I'm gonna think about it, you can't forget and let go 1,000, then guess what? Your ex, that door pane in your mansion, he owns it, she owns it. They're eating the popcorn, watching Collada Beauty, smiling face, living the rent free. So when are you gonna kick them out? Not your ex. Even if your ex gives you closure, right? Sorry, I fucked up with 2 weeks, etc. Whatever they say, right? Will you accept their apology? And they say, and then you be like, probably like the movies, you get triggered. Oh, it's just like that. You said like nothing. That man said, I'm like, what do you want, an altercation? I messed up, I'm sorry. You don't have to take my apology, but I'm just letting you know, yeah, and I fucked up. I do self-accountability, tell the truth, all the good shit. So that's what I tell people. You do the closure for yourself. Forgive, not forget, let go. And then that one door of pain, guess what? It's one less to get to work on. And that's it. Don't try to do all your doors of pain, because I have some money one-on-ones when I hold the hand, guide them, right? And they, hey, Vito, guess what? I'm woke like you. I let everybody go. I'm like, hey, you can use whatever terms you want to use. You can gaslight, manipulate yourself. But with that said, I judge everybody. So, and they be like, and the time they woke, right? They forgave the partner, they let him go. And then the next couple of days, hey, man, he's talking shit to me. I'm like, and you're in your feelings, but you're woke. You're awakening, potentially awakened, but no, you're not woke, because I promise you 1,000 years woke at my level. So we can all be here when we work ourselves. You would not be in your feelings about your ex giving you shit. You're just trying to force feed, the journey of the healing journey wise. Like, no, you can't do that, man. Just day by day. Oh, that's the wrong shirt. I'm making it here. It's actually your hair. Boom, boom. Day by day in baby steps, man. That's all it is. My motto for the whole universe. That's all you can do. Yesterday's been written. What's it called? The past. Tomorrow, the future hasn't happened. So why don't you worry about the present? Day by day in baby steps, Hell yes. Won't get in from other people. Oh yeah, 1,000, man. Nah, don't get involved with nobody, man. Just show love, respect, and that's it. Be very observant. All the answers in your face. Why I think people having a bad day, you look at them, they give you that look like, don't say shit to me, man. Say some shit to me, you're gonna hear some shit. Love, because they're having a bad day. Show them no respect, don't get involved with them. But you can offer help, like, let's say I don't know if you ever deal with like customer service situations, but like me, I'm in Seattle, fucking busy, hectic life, right? Some customers, like my coworkers, they give like, I worked at O'Reilly's then, they would give them wrong parts for the car. And then I'm the one that deals the rat. They'd be like, hey, you sold me this part. And I'd be like, I stay quiet. Let them say what they got to say. Baby steps. I had to use that for a while. 1,000. Whatchamacallit, I'll let them say what they say. And I'll be like, are you done? I go, first and foremost, not to be rude to you, but like, I didn't sell you those parts. but I'm sorry one of my coworkers did, and I'd be like, and they'd be like, I'm not done yet. And I go, okay, say what you gotta say. What? Say what you gotta say. I won't say nothing at all. And my coworker, my boss are looking at me like I'm basically the punching bag. They're fucking fuck you all this, just let it all out, right? And after that, I'd be like, yo, hey Miss OG, how you doing, man? After that, I'd be like, yo, you done? I go, you want a hug? And they'll be like, Seattle, and the extroverts, I'll take a hug. Fucking hug it out, right? And be, I'm sorry, man. I just had a stressful week. My kids, my wife, hey, it's cool, man. You feel better? Yeah, okay, cool. It don't matter if it's a male or female, right? And my coworkers, how do you do that? How do you sit there and fucking fuck you all the... Let it, dude, they bottled up, man. If not, guess what? If I let them do that, they get in that car, road rage, and fucking smash it to somebody. Not give no fucks. Guess what? I defused the situation. Promise you that. They got home. Wife had said some shit. Husband said some shit. Catching the case. A lot of us go to shit in life, So, with that said, that's the shit. You gotta, be humble. Remember, everyone in the universe, well, I say 95% of you are codependent, they're going through shit in life, but you can actually talk to somebody. Ask a simple question, you okay? They can respond to you, look like, they don't gotta say no, they just gotta look like the fuck you look, like, don't even look at me, right? Or, once again, people with the shit, like last year, because my nephew is he's 20? He was 19 then now. Anyway, we come back from Seattle, the farmer's market. If you want to be specific, the city's called Duval, middle of nowhere. Cool little city, beautiful area, just middle of nowhere, the cuts. Anyways, we come back putting gas, right? I'm walking in as my nephew is like talking to the cashier. Hey, how much is this? The guy gives my nephew like the fucking look of death, right? Dead ass, the look of death. I'm like, oh, I saw that. My nephew looks at me like, oh shit, yikes, with his eyebrows. And then, and then my nephew, he's common courtesy. He's like, hey, have a good day. And the guy just give him the look of death again. So I walk there, get my stuff, walk up there, move through. How your day going? That guy's not saying nothing. Obviously, once again, having a bad day. So what I do, kill him with kindness. How so? So I work for my father at the produce stand, right? We have it was summertime, so I give him a little care package. I got some like cherries and fruits and shit, veggies. Give him a bag. So all I do, I just walk to the counter, put on the counter. Hey, sir. Hey, baby boy. Not to bother you, but like, here, have a good day. Stay fresh, Every day is different. So, day by day, baby steps, Tomorrow, the intent that, you have a better day. He just gave us, once again, the fucking look at death, right? And my nephew's like watching. He's like, how do you do that? Like, why'd you even do that? I go, because a lot of us go to shit in life. You're young. You'll learn in time, man. But I'm just forewarning you. Like, don't be too mad about the person because obviously something's triggering that they don't want to talk. Because probably if he opens the mouth, whoever he's going to, he might take it out on somebody, right? So, anyways, next week rolls up, right? Same gas station, roll up, and same person, the cashier. My nephew saw me, like, oh, fuck, let's see if he's pissed off again. I was like, well, we'll find out. He's got a whole week to cool down, right? So I walk in there, and he sees us, right? Right when he sees us, he tell my nephew, hey, bro. Hey, man, I'm sorry, man, my bad about last week, man. I was having a bad day. He's like, hey, man, thanks for the fruit. Like, why'd you do that? I was like, well... some people go to shit life and little petty things can make brighten your day a little bit. It's just fruit, and it was hella good. Like, yeah, you see, man, you're probably mad and bullshit. He's like, I was, and I just got some of the cherries. Like, oh fuck, you see, cherries. And the cherry didn't talk to you and calm you down, right? He's like, yeah. He's like, man, I'm just on a bad day that day. I'm sorry. I know it's great. I get it. Shit, life happens. Like, if it's okay to ask you, you don't have to respond. I'm asking, like, what triggered you that? What bothered you that ruined your day that day? He's honest speaking wise. I'll tell you, but I hope I don't choke up. Like, go for it. You don't remember. You don't have to respond. Your choice. It's about respecting your boundaries. Go for it. Well, here's the kicker. So I had a good friend, right? Whatchamacallit, we all can make time for people, but we get busy in life. But he's he's talking about tattoo my hand. Like you said, the phone, right? A phone call away, a text away. I know we got busy life, but just simple text. Hey, how you doing? Fucking ain't for effort, right? They respond, don't respond, but at least you tried. I was like, yeah. So I was going to visit one of my friends. I haven't seen her for 3 years. A real good friend and shit. And the day that, I meant to call her. Yeah, I get it. He's like, well, here's the kicker. The day I finally called her after fucking years, whatever, guess what happened? I was like, I'm staying quiet. Go for it. So I called for her, asked for her, right? Her parents pick up her cell phone. And hey, let's say her name Maria. Hey, Maria there? She's like, oh, well, this is her cell phone, but I'm just, informing you why Maria's no longer here. Why? Like, what do you mean? She's on vacation? She live here? Like, no. She passed away. I was like, fuck, that's some shit to hear, right? I feel bad for people that when they get angry because I'm learning it's because they're struggling. Oh, yeah. a lot of shit live, but that's why the intent is not to bottle up, the intent is to like, you know, express yourself or someone give you the opportunity like I did with that guy. Ask a question. It's, you know, it's all in the face, man. You have a bad day, you know, offer a gesture and shit. So anyways, back to that real fast, not to be rude to you, miss. He's like, yeah, man, I was like in shock, like, what do you mean she's dead? Like, what, how old the parent, you know, he was telling me her parents are like, how old do you want to tell you? She's deceased, she's dead, she's not here, she's with the angel, she's not here. And me, I was just like, I stayed quiet, I'm sorry for you know, my condolences, I hang up and I started crying. I was mad at myself because I had all this time, and you had a cell phone tag in your hand, all this time, and I didn't call her. A simple call, a simple text, how you doing, what's up, audio voice. Technology, like you said, and I didn't. I go, hey, it's cool. The problem, I go, here's, I don't know, it might help you, not might help you, go for it. I say this, physically, the vessel did its time, she's not here, but spiritual, emotional, mentally, she's out by your side. You can talk to her right now if you want to. Part of the universe, right? Maybe the next time you see each other again, and so on and so on. And he's like, man, you're cool, man. I was like, hey, I went through a breakup 3 years ago. Just, I sound like Mr. Positive and shit. But I just tell a story, man. Just hit a vibe with everyone so you don't feel alone. And if you're having a bad day, you know, try to turn that fan upside down, right? Quote unquote. So that's the issue, you know. So that's why I love, once again, in Seattle, they call me Seattle extroverts. That's my real home. Like, where I'm from, Eastern Washington, nah, man. This place right here, born and raised, nothing here for me other than family, quote unquote. Even my father's like, he always gets bothered when I move to Seattle. He's like, why you want to move to Seattle for? You have nobody there. I go, Dad, I love you, but I have a zillion people here, but nothing's happening here. There's no potential for me. I'm only here because of my kids, but I can drive. Because right now they're an hour away, so I moved to Seattle. I have to drive 4 hours. Road trip. It's called sacrifice in life. I'm definitely gonna see my kids, right? But I go, there's opportunities, and guess what? Conversations. I could sit in the corner of Seattle, any part of Seattle, northeast, southwest, sit in chairs, put a big sign, free therapy. If I can record this shit and have fun with people, people will sit down and actually have conversations easily. You have a parrot? No, that's the iPhone. That's a duck. Because initially my boss had the stock iPhone ringtone, that bell. It's just loud. Hurt, you know, it's loud. It hurt my ears. What language is the tattoo? Oh, it's all English. It's just backwards because, you know, it's not mirrored. But all this is English. But yeah, so that's why I left Seattle, because, like, matter of fact, on Saturday, when I go Saturday, all my debates, they love my shirts, you know, I got my hoodie, all that. That's why I'm doing this one. The idea is to finish it today-wise. Oh, okay, I got to go, but it's been good talking to you. Take care, Kat. Oh yeah, for sure, Bex. Take care, man. Keep doing good. Remember, day by day, baby steps. And remember, this is your life, not nobody else's. So control it best as. Have a blessed day. Ciao. But I tell you, my real home, I'm alive. You always see me mention Seattle. I love Seattle. That's like my real home. I lived for 12 years. I miss it because I could drive anywhere. There's always something open. And if from there-wise, my conversations. Right here in Mexico, I'm considered crazy. They are scared of words of conversations and feelings. Especially the fucking boys. Do you find it easy to get job in the issue with tattoos? Well, here's the kicker. Washington State, you never been to Washington State? I'll break it down for you. Snoqualmie Pass divides us basically wise, right? So where I'm from, Little Mexico, Eastern Washington, as a male, no. Fuck no. I can't. My bro gave me this job, so I do computer work. I was doing his computer stuff, and he asked me, he's telling me the situation, he opened his business, and his secretary. I was like, oh, I used to do that. Really? I used to do office work, all that. Really? He's all, want me to be a secretary? You know, we're dressed in heels. I was like, yeah, I'm definitely down. You know, so, but regular jobs, nope. And gas stations, nothing. Because right here, 1950 road, they judge you by your fucking looks, especially your tattoos. But here's the kicker, they're sexist as fuck. As how so? Any woman, any fucking girl, no respect to them, they have neck tattoos, face tattoos, hired in the spot. How so? Because they know, guess what? At the gas station or anywhere they work at, that's called what? They're offering lust, sex appeal. So they're being customers. Me, I'm the devil. No. That's when the phone, they call me, oh, your resume, all the good shit, and then bullshit on the phone, right? But as soon as I go for the actual interview, face to face, quiet as a motherfucker. Can't even talk to me. I'm interviewing them. I'm asking them questions. And at the end, I'll be, yo, don't question it. Why can't you even look at me, man? Like, am I the devil to you? Or they're just tattoos? Why don't you ask me, what are your tattoos? Can I ask them a question? And they stay quiet. Oh, it's not like that. And they'll be like, well, we'll call you. I was like, I'm not 16 years old, man. That means we'll call you. That means, you know, you're not going to call me. And with that said, I go, you go to church? I love doing this to people. Especially right here, all these Catholic Christians, religious Bible thumpers, quote unquote. They'll be like, yeah, like, why you go to church for? What? I asked you a question. What are you at church for? Did you know Jesus sat down with rapists, killers? He loved talking to the bad people because the bad people are struggling. The good people, for the most part, are doing decent. So with that said, what are you at church for? They all get mad. God loves you. Have a blessed day, and I just go on my day. I love keeping people with kindness, man, especially when it comes to religion. So I tell people, just gonna go to church talking about God. If I had tattoos of Jesus and the rosary and shit, doesn't make me a good person. I could be verbally and physically abusive. I could love my wife, but I'm cheating on her 1,000 times, and I go to church and I love God, but I'm a good person. Make that shit make sense. That's called your narcissistic. Narcissist, alphas, machistas, narcissist. Tatting me on for a reason. Okay, you are normal, not the devil. It's cool. No, I love analogies. I always say that to trigger people. Like, I'm the devil. What? Everywhere I go, little Mexico, older generation Mexicans look at me all like I'm the devil. It's funny because I barely glance, I just turn the head. And the little kids are just looking at me and then tell the little kid in Spanish, don't look at him. He's the devil. I'm like, oh shit. And I love God in church. It is cool. I tell people, man, like, that's why I have my, kind of thorns. 3 years of crucifying myself by telling a story. All it is a story. Talking about life, relationship with suffer, empath, and narcissism, good and bad people. Why relationship, why co-parenting is hard, and why everyone's got BP empathy. And like, oh, you can't be saying that. You have to get diagnosed by a doctor. A fucking man-made piece of paper? I tell the therapist and counselor at Seattle, I challenge you, your fucking colleagues, every single one of them. I tell them here, I go, you're a therapist counselor, right? I'm gonna tell you this. If you and your colleagues are not in Jordan Peterson, JP, his level, you can't handle me. I promise you, I'll get you your feelings. You're gonna go see your therapist, no problem. And you're a therapy. That's what I tell them. Make that shit make sense. How are you a therapist, counselor, psychologist, psychiatrist, and you're seeking therapy and counseling? The fuck? So you didn't work on yourself, but you're trying to give people advice. And probably like the movie is what happens to you. If you get triggered because that person about, I don't know, something about child's trauma, etc., it triggers you, you might cut the session short, or you wait, hold your composure, right? And as soon as you leave, you go to your fucking desk, grab your fucking anxiety, depression pills, BPD pills, grab your fucking bottle of wine, whatever you gotta do, your booger sugar to numb the fuck up because you're triggered. But you're supposed to be helping people, but you don't know how to help people. How so? That fucking DSM-5 Mammy book, that Mammy Bible, that Bible cannot fix, change, or save you. All these scientists studying the fucking brain. Today we learned the new term about, scenario dopamine and the chromium, all this shit. I'm like, yeah, that's awesome fucking terms, but guess what? You still can't fix it or save me. How did I go with my ex? Ex is past pain, toxic love, trauma, child trauma. How did I go with my, anxiety, depression, paranoia, PTSD, suicide thoughts, low self-esteem, anger issues? Can you teach me that? No, but you learned this fucking man-made term, so you can't fix me. Awesome. I'll go on my day. That's why the best therapist, counselor, psychiatrist is who? You, the person in the mirror. How so? Because we're all unique. I don't know what you're thinking, and vice versa. I can give you guidance. You tell me about depression. You're going through shit with, your parents or breakup. I got you. Parenting. I got you. How do you have people on these life coaches, Naruto creators, and they want to give you advice about parenting, right? Co-parenting, but they have no fucking kids at all. At all. Well, I got my niece and nephew. Do you live with them? Do they live with you? You cope? What? Are you the caregivers? No. Well, on the weekends. A for fucking effort, but live with them. Everything changes. And kids say the darndest thing. Oh, yes, they do. It's amazing how a baby that can't speak, an infant, triggers you. You're cussing this kid out. How so? Because obviously you're working hard, etc. You're trying to take turns trying to watch the baby, and you're having a bad day. It's just a lot. And you're cussing out a baby. Verbally or mentally wise. Make that shit make sense, So, that's why in Seattle, I love debating with speaking therapist counselors. And I tell them, remember, you come back. What? I'm here every Saturday. You come back. Do they come back? Some do. A lot of them don't. Because why? I ruined the day. I tell them, you went to school for how many years? I tell them, how much money did it cost you to know what you know now? And I just my debate 5-10 minutes in, and I got you in your feelings. 5-10 minutes in. I just told you, every time you say any comment, what do I do? Because I know what I'm talking about. React. Because I love what I'm talking about. If I like that, I'll be like, oh, well, maybe. No, fuck, they ain't no maybes. Exactly what's happened. And they'll be like, oh, not everyone has narcissist traits. Not everyone has BP. I go, if that's the case being, how do you have, the only kids are kids, but they do teenagers, middle schoolers, high schoolers, right? And us adults, how do they have physical altercations? Make that shit make sense. They're fighting over because someone called their mom a bitch. It's just a word. So they became cavemen because of a fucking word. So that's why they're doing. They're reacting to the words that someone told them about their mother was. So the bad side, Lucifer said hate. And I show them, it says hate, pride, ego, lust, greed, power. They feel powerful. Especially if they whip their asses. I'm a badass. You whip somebody's ass, but not gonna go to jail. Oh shit. As long as they don't get caught, yeah, you might get caught today, but when you get caught, then what? Go to your fucking dog kennel. And you love your, especially when you have kids and family and bullshit. Like me, they be, oh, you call, here locally, you want to get physical with me, but yo, I'm just letting you know, this ain't fucking Mexico, man. This is America. I call the boys in blue. You be a bitch, I'll be a proud bitch. See, my tattoo says proud. Call the police. And you be a prideful bitch, go to your dog kennel. You're about to get shit with all the charges, man. I promise you are. But what's the situation on my ends? Repercussion. They can get the squad, etc. Roll up my kids, myself, off my dome. But yeah, that's what I say. Lose disciples. What? El Diablo. Yeah, lose disciples. That's what you do best. You are no good to the universe, not even your fucking self. And that's what for now. What? For now. What? I'm dead, yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. It's analogy-wise. What's going on here? Oh, I think someone, it might be our neighbors. No, when I say this, our neighbors, like my boss's neighbors, they're tweakers, crackheads. I pray they get better, better choices. But pretty confident they went the wrong driveway. So luckily I have camera systems here, and I just gotta watch, observe. So I know that his wife's gonna call me in a minute. Hey, yo, Rito, you know what it is? It ain't my baby moms, the mother of our boys. So yeah, more likely so. Here we go. As long as you leave, it's cool. If not, I have to go outside and tell them, hey, go next door. Notice when I say that if the tweakers, like, the neighbors, I apologize for the name, but the truth, if I'm going to jump the fucking fence, and yeah, he's jumping the fence. Oh, never mind. Take it back. It's not a tweaker. Not bad, not bad for the name, but it's my coworker. Cool. They ain't carry on. Sorry about that, guys. I just gotta make sure that, the neighbors ain't coming over and their peoples. Because last time they were here, the lady was all like, drove like she owns a parking lot, said otherwise, bombing along. And there's kids here. And she, oh, I'm gonna be here for a minute. They were there for a long minute. And then the boyfriend comes over here. You can tell they're like, using it. It sucks, man. That's a downfall, man. I know we go through shit in life, but the intent, quote unquote, is not to fall to man-made bullshit, drugs, alcohol, pills, because you go into depression, anxiety-wise, right? And now you got to deal with toxicity, with breakups, co-parenting, and being drugs in the mix. That's what I said. Analogy, which I made a shirt that says, and a canvas also it says whatever your addiction is, analogy. The bottle doesn't need you, you need the bottle. The bottle doesn't talk to you. It has no feeling, nothing. It's man-made bullshit. Drugs, alcohol, pills, man-made bullshit. That's all it is. So that's me as an individual. I'm blessed that I've been around it all my life. I don't care for none of that shit. Especially in Seattle, when I see people in the market when heroin and meth, and in Seattle they call it ice and brown, was hitting hard. I'll be working at females customers, beautiful as fuck, right? Beautiful as fuck, cosmetically wise, but they're fuck. I not know they're gone. They'll leave me notes or they're telling me shit out, and just in case they just told me they drugs. Like, hey, that's your last time. I'm just here to work on your car, and that's it. There's the money's in the, I'll leave you a note where the money's at, dash, whatever. And then they're fucking zombies, dead ass. A beautiful female, exotic as fuck, can be a model, fucking frozen, like zombie. Like, I mean, hello, Maria, John, whatever her name is, right? Him her name. I'm like, fucking, that was like a little scary to look at. I'm like, dude, like, whatever the fuck you're doing it like that. And then when they got kids, I'm like, fuck, y'all going through it for life, man. And that's why you gotta be careful. Like, if you're going through shit in life, ask for help. But if not, get man-made bullshit and fucking do what? Numb the fuck up. Get high, drunk all you want to your last day in breath. But I do an analogy-wise. If I was alcoholic, right, doing drugs and bullshit, right, and I was an addict, so if I would be talking to myself, I'd be like, hey, problems, my doors of pain, right? And every morning I wake up and I sober up, and then my palm be telling me, doors of pain. Yo, Rito, you feeling good? You're not high, you're not drunk, no pills. So now you're sober. So with that said, so what are you gonna do today? Are you going to work on one door of pain? Not all of us. I know we're all open. No, just one. Are you going to try to work on one door of pain? Or if not, you see that bottle right there? Those drugs, go grab it. Go get high. But I'm going to remind you, every morning we have the same conversation. To your last day in bed and you fucking die in deathbed, I'm always going to be here. I'm having the same question. Are you going to work on me today? Try a little bit. No? Fuck it. Get your bottle, etc. Do you think? And we do this to the last day in breath. And then you want to have kids and all that. It's a whole different world, man. So, I pray for you. I'm not trying to give you shit, but just be cautious, work on yourself. Don't, day by day, baby steps. Oh, it's the new guy outside. I didn't recognize who it was. It's the new guy. I see he's wearing the vest of the business now, but I don't recognize him. But yeah, it's the new dude. Because I'm just the office. They're out there doing asphalt. I pray for them. That's just going to be some hot ass weather today. And asphalt's hella hot too on top of that. But if they make the big money, I see the paychecks. I'm like, payday. But they'll be like, here it's all AC and shit. Like, yep, I'm Mother Nature. Like, what do you mean? If it's hot, AC. If it's cold, heater. I control I control the weather out here wise. But I love it because I can do my body's paperwork, work on my shirts. So, and pretty soon, when I get more money wise, I'm gonna buy a sublimation painter because that's when I make the pretty shit. I can make anything I want, please. I'm gonna have hella shirts, hoodies, and everything. Like whatchamacallit on Saturday when I was co-parenting my visiting my boys and stuff, right? Co-parenting all. This girl Freddie, the Fred Myers, she saw my this shirt actually. This one here says, back of it says, hurt people, heal people, heal people. She's like, hey, I like your shirt. I go, oh, thank you. And I was just telling her, somebody, oh, you have a tattoo. Like, oh, I have more to come. More? I go, they're just words. I go, if you want to, just call them out, they're just words. And then so, what's your face and neck? And I broke it down for a while. She's like, you're speaking good shit. I go, yeah, just it's a story to hold, for you, for everybody, this phone's your kryptonite, use it correctly. We're talking to vibing incorrectly, passing boundaries. And she's like, I go, you have, social media? She's like, yeah, I got IG. So, boom, went back and forth. Until I send you some messages and I'll show you my other shirts I have. Oh, yeah, more? I go, oh, yeah, I'm just warming up. I have way more. All my tattoos, all my sayings will be on my shirts, everything. So this one up here says, it's hard to see. Oh, it says, your head's your best friend and your worst enemy. And then it says, I forget. I have too many tattoos. This one, I have this one right here. This day by day baby says my motto. It says words can heal you, trigger, definitely destroy you. Relationships can make you, definitely destroy you. Watch your words. My phone's about to die. And this is judgery everybody for who they really are. Are they broken, ugly, lost, healing inside? Are they matching your energy or taking your energy? Control and protect your energy, environment, and peace. Best as. And with that said, boys and girls, I gotta get off. My phone's about to die, literally. So with that said, have a good day, stay fresh. I'll jump on tonight again. So like right now I'm on Beagle, What Up Squad with you guys. And then, sorry guys, I had to get off. And then on Twitch. But tonight I'll be on 7 platforms. So this is what I do every day for the most part. So love you guys. Have a good day, stay fresh. And I'll be back on later on. Take care. Ciao. Later, Twitch side. Take care.